Today, we lay our expectations to rest. The idea of that teeny tiny size 6 teenage body is no more and will never be again. It's time to start accepting that fact. These teeny tiny little pants will never fit me again. I need to put them out of sight, out of mind. Becoming a mom was the most beautiful thing that ever happened to me. And it probably is for most moms in the world. The part of that I wasn't so fond of was the part where I had to carry around this extra weight for the rest of my life, it seems. It was really hard to accept that fact that now you're no longer this little figure anymore and you have extra things to carry around that have body parts as well. Turns out I'm not alone in that. In an article written in Good Housekeeping by Liz Neporant, she describes a feeling of her childhood where she realizes at some point that her mom's not healthy. So her focus becomes, how do I get mom healthy? She's not healthy. She's overweight. She's doing all these things wrong. We have to get mom better. So she spends all this time getting her mom into these exercise programs and diet programs and doing all this stuff just to try and get her to this point where she feels that she should be as a mom and where mom should be. See, I have a problem with that. Why do we put so much pressure on moms to look a certain way, to feel a certain way, to have this perfect image of put togetherness when in reality, I don't know a single mom that's completely put together. Let's just be honest. None of us are perfect all the time. Nobody is always put together, and sometimes we make mistakes. Some mistakes can be eating cookies at midnight because the kids are in bed and they can't get you. And that's just kind of part of life. In an article written by Janice Hutchinson and Tony Cassidy in the Journal of Reproductive and Infant Psychology, they describe that mothers who have higher body dissatisfaction actually have significantly lower well-being, self-esteem, and feel like they're worse parents. This to me screams, stop it. You know, if moms walk around and they feel that way about themselves, what kind of things are we teaching our children? If we walk around feeling badly about ourselves for the very thing that we created, you know, we created this life and now we're walking around with this gloomy feeling of ourselves and pushing that on our children, it essentially makes our children grow up with this complex of, is that going to happen to me? Do I need to look at myself in the mirror differently? And because of this, I've decided today that I will no longer put the pressure on myself to be this perfect little size 6 mom that I know I'm not going to be anymore. I realize I need to accept who I am in this body that I'm in and appreciate the fact that it did give me these perfect 2 little beings. And for that, I'm going to make it final. We're going to cut these babies up and get rid of those expectations once and for all. Thank you.